There we go. Okay, otherwise I'm looking at a great big notice in the middle and I can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Cindy Daytuck here with Queen Bee Creations. And this is What's New Wednesday. And there's lots that's new because I wasn't here last week. I was on vacation. It was good. It was a nice break. I was ready to come home. I don't think I'm good for much longer than a week. I was already starting to make plans and thinking of stuff. I mean, it was lovely. It was a beautiful cottage. It was a nice getaway. I was excited because this place, their dump has a big shed and like a big shed. And so everybody puts all their good stuff there. So furniture and home decor and all kinds of stuff. So I went to the dump every day and I was very excited. It was like, oh, what treasures are we going to find? Which is just kind of sad, but you know what? It made me happy. So I got to do that and kayaking, and I read 6 books and I painted 7 pictures. So yay, it was good. But I was already kind of going, okay, yeah, a week. That's good for me. I'm done. I'm done vacation. I'm not good at relaxing. So it was like jump back into it, and I'm working on new videos for you guys and all kinds of stuff. So big announcement is while I was away on vacation, I had done a big restocking of all of the IOD products, and I have decided to bump up the timing, and I'm putting them on sale next week. So you may have seen that the IOD sisters sent out their first teaser notice today about there is a Christmas release coming. So I don't know when, I don't know the timing. I think maybe late August, early September, but they've really made efforts to try and get it early. So I've placed my order ages ago. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. And they've let you know that there's a Christmas release. So I need to make room for it. I had just restocked. I need to have space. If you've been in my shop, it's crowded in here. So next Wednesday, week today. So that's, I was going to say February. August 9th through the 13th, which I believe is the Sunday. So Wednesday through Sunday of next week, everything IOD will be on sale 15% off. So if there's something that you've been contemplating getting, this is probably the only time, like once a year, that it will go on sale. I don't know when the next sale will be, just sometime next year. I don't know when. But 15% off starting next Wednesday. And so that includes transfers and inlays, stamps and molds and clay and inks. So everything IOD starting next Wednesday, 15% off. So super cool. And then we just wait. Then we just wait and see when the Christmas release happens. I don't know when. So it'll be coming. It'll be sometime. And as always, there'll be a bunch of limited editions. So meaning they just come out the once. You either get them or you don't. And considering I just saw a mold advertised online from 2 years ago, brand new package from 2 years ago, the release, going for $250. Crazy. Get them when they just come out. So much better. But it's just, we get what we get, and when they're gone, they're gone. I can't reorder, so hopefully I guessed right. We'll see. So I'm playing catch up here with a little bit of past video since I wasn't around. So let's start with some of the lamps. If you saw one of the videos, I think from last week when I was away, I did a trio of lamps that I had thrifted just to give you an idea of how you could change them up. I did test them all, they do work. So first one is just this lovely white distressed. This was kind of big cream shade. I painted it out to show you can paint them to be able to fit your decor. This one's in the shop for $18. Okay. And the other one that's 18 is this guy. So predominantly brown, lovely brown shade. I cut some of the frills off it. And we started off by painting it all turquoise and then distressing back to be able to highlight the beautiful turquoise. This one's also 18. We're just creating room. They're going over on the floor. And then this big guy. It was all kind of antique gold, and it's all been softened with cream and distressed back to the little bit of gold. And then this big, beautiful fringed lid to it, beautiful finial. This guy is 26 shop. Whoa. Okay, one of the other videos. It's been crazy. One of the other videos while I was gone, I wonder if it's Monday's video. I think this was one of the videos when I was gone. So doing the watercolor and doing the technique of, if you can't draw, how to be able to use tracing paper to kind of trace out your design and then paint it in. And what I had done was I showed you on Pinterest some of the paintings that I liked, and sort of I was taking some inspiration from those pictures. And then I took a different scenic picture, which was just a photograph, and kind of merged the two ideas. So this watercolor, kind of like the rocky shores and the island, is in the shop for $30. And it's as well, if you're looking at wanting to give, that just seems very precarious there. Nick, I'm going to give that to you too. So it's a good little technique if you want to try playing with watercolors, and I hope it gives you an idea of how you can get inspired by other people's works and still kind of make them your own. It's also a great technique if you've taken some awesome snaps on some of your holidays. You've got some pics that you'd like to immortalize in art. It's a great technique to be able to take some of those pictures, print them out, and then use them as the basis of painting a picture. And you could use this not just with watercolors. I mean, I used watercolors, but you could use it with any kind of paint, obviously. So acrylics or temperas or oils. You could do pastels, you could do pencil crayons. I mean, whatever you would like. Each would create a very unique and individualized look. I think it was Monday's video. I'm losing track. I had to do so many ahead before I left on vacation. It's been crazy. So I think it was Monday's video where we did some talking about creating some florals that helps you transition from summer to fall. You know, you're not full on ready for pumpkins yet, and it's not pine cone season, but we took some old florals and we kind of zhuzhed them up. So the first one that we did was we painted out this old cement planter, cleaned out some of the old ivy that was in there, so washed it all out, and then just brought in a little bit of the yellows with some little daisies, and then softened with a little bit of white to just kind of bring a little bit of fall, but still keep it in summer. I was going to wondered how much it was, and of course it was on the bottom, but $14 for that one. Then we also did this cute little hanging basket. So it's kind of one of those scoop baskets. We did a little bit of dry brushing in kind of a blue with the brown. And then again, brought in some of the the oranges and reds, but in small amounts, a little bit of the wheat. So it's still kind of very light, very summery looking, but we're bringing in a little bit of the fall colors to help kind of transition our decor into that. And this is good on a little cabinet hanging on the wall somewhere. So just super cute for $14. And then my fave. So I managed to find a really old rusty pitchfork. And here, because of the rust, I went much more full on fall. Now, I didn't do pumpkins or anything like that. And I used flowers that are predominantly kind of in those rust tones. And same thing with some of the ribbons, but showed how to take something very unconventional as a door hanger and be able to create that. We wired it all up so it can hang no problem. But I love this. I love the rusted patina and crustiness on this old, you can see the whole thing. It's all very rusty. I love that. I love that patina. So that guy is $24. That was my fave. That was my fave. I loved that. Okay, let's jump into a lot of the found objects because there's quite a mix, and I've got some cool stuff, and I even have a backlog, so I'm well on my way to next week, which is awesome. So let's start with the little delicate guy. Let me get the price of him first. So this is just the sweetest little pink glass jam pot. It's got the little spot for the spoon in the lid. So you've got the lid, you've got the little jam pot, and then you've got the separate little saucer. And I don't think, I mean, it's obviously the pink is designed to look like depression glass. I do not believe that this is depression glass, however. And so it is $8.50, and the price denotes the fact that I don't believe it's depression glass. But it's got lovely little open lacework edging on it. It's just super sweet. I love that. I mean, you could use it, I'm calling it a jam pot. You could use condiment of your choice. You know, you're into kimchi, you could use that. You like, you know, Chinese chili paste, you could use that. You want tapenade in it, go for it. You want honey, you want sugar, I'm good. Make it your own. But it's cute. It's going to make anything look good. All right. This little basket is from Portugal. So it's a ceramic basket. It's a seashore basket. It's got a shell and a starfish on the side. It's just super cute for $12. Just a lovely little fresh design. So if you have, I know there's a number of people that have like bathrooms that are kind of seashore or nautical design, something like that. So you could use this certainly for potpourri, you could use it for soaps, you could use it for just a decorative filled with other shells, and maybe a little bit of scent stuff hidden underneath that. Be super cute. Okay, these two guys I'm selling as a pair, and obviously, I mean, these could be goblets or wine glasses, and often because they're the mason jars, they're called redneck wine glasses. So you could certainly use it as that. I love the idea of using them as candlesticks, however, so you know, putting your little tea lights down in them. I think that they'd be super cute going into the holiday season as part of, you know, part of your Christmas vignettes, and having some bottle brush trees down in there and some pine cones and greenery. So I think that they're very versatile. It's $12 for the pair of them. And just, I think a lot of fun. Let me go back to planters. Maybe I need to put planters on sale soon. You know, coming up to the end of the season. Okay, maybe we'll have another sale in August. Why not? Nothing says I can only have one a month. I could do another one toward the end of the month. But these lovely, lovely kind of turquoise planters. got kind of this greeny tan under glaze. This is all kind of raised detailing, and it's distressed back to that. I'm selling them individually for $6, but I do have 2 available, and they are like virtually pristine. So nice, brand new, very cute design little planters. And again, I mean, they're planters, but these are the kinds of things that I would put out on the picnic table with my forks and knives and spoons in, you know, wrapped up with a napkin. I think that these would be cute with a Christmas tree in them come Christmas time, especially, you know, a lot of my colors for Christmas are more in the blues and bronzes and that kind of thing. So depending upon your colors, super cute. This little canister. So this is a little glass canister with a tin tag saying coffee and the little tin lid on top of it. And I mean, me being me, I don't drink coffee, but I like candy. I would use it as a candy dish because, well, we already know. No, I'm addicted to sugar, and as much as I would fill it with candy, and then I would eat the candy, and then I will have a major migraine. It's like a sugar hangover the next day. So I don't know why I keep doing it. Because it's like an addiction, I guess. It's like, why does an alcoholic have another drink? It's like, why does a sugar addict have another piece of candy? Because they taste so good. They need to make bad tasting candy. Okay. This is a piece of redware. So this is also from Portugal. I don't know if I said that this was $6.50, the canister. I think I didn't. Okay, I said it now. It's $6.50. So very affordable. This piece of redware is from Portugal. I love the contrast of the redware clay with that yellow external glazing. This is perfect. I mean, it's like a wine cooler, wine chiller. You could use it for, you could certainly use it as a utensil holder for a pop of color. You could use it as a vase. $8 for this guy. I love him. Just, you know what? You don't see enough, like, it's not like that bright sunshine yellow. It's not like fully a mustard yellow. It's kind of in between. So it's a very pretty tone. I like that. Okay. Here's one of my cool finds. This is a vintage piece. So $18. It's a vintage Fire King by Anchor Hawking relish tray. And look at the gold trim. It is in almost pristine condition. So usually there's a lot more wear. I mean, there's a little bit of wear on the edges. Usually you get around the handle, but not so much on all those raised detailings. And it's in lovely condition. So if you collect milk glass or you know someone who does, this is kind of a lovely special piece, assuming they don't have it already, but it's lovely. Okay. You know me and my salt shakers. Look at these little guys. Little sheep. So cute. A reclining one and a standing one with the little black eyes. They're $12 just because I paid more for them because they were so friggin' cute. So little vintage guys. Their ears are still intact. He's the pepper. He's the salt, or she is. I think that they're unisex, so they could be whatever you want them to be. So cute, right? So little salt shakers. Okay, I have another piece of milk glass. So again, super cool is this big, huge piece of milk glass. It's kind of festooned with grapes and some raised grape leaves on it. It has no chips. It is solid. It is a solid piece of milk glass. Just lovely. It's $35, which is a steal for something like this. I think, the nice thing about milk glass is because it's predominantly white. Usually it comes in white. I have a piece of gray milk glass in the shop. Sometimes it comes with some slightly other tones. But something like this, I mean, obviously, yes. Can you use it as a pitcher? Most certainly, right? But this is also awesome for your florals. It's going to work with a lot of your fall decor. It's going to work with Christmas decor. It's just kind of one of those staple pieces that's going to work with any season. And it's just such a lovely piece, such a lovely design. And accenting with white in your home is one of probably the most common design styles. So it's just a classic. So let's move him back there. I have this pair of metal and wood shorebirds, and I'm selling them together as a pair because they just really kind of go together and complement each other really well. They're just nice and sweet. The wood is definitely, aged, and $14 for the pair. And they're just kind of a nice, cute little decor piece. And I'm running out of space to be able to pull things back. Okay. I know that I do a lot of vintage finds and some antique finds and things, but occasionally I find some really cool modern designs that I also love. And this one is one of those. So it still has its original handmade glass sticker on it. It is, now here, it could easily be, it's obviously a vase in like a very light smoked glass, selling it for $9.50, but it also has a raised kind of domed bottom in there that a tea light or a mid-sized candle would fit in if you wanted to use it in that way, just with a longer match, obviously. But it's just a nice, cool, clean design. And I just love that style. It's got a little bit of kind of that apothecary look to it, even, like the old apothecary jar. So it has a little bit of that shape to it as well. You could easily use this for a design element, right? Where you could fill it with small stones and inside put maybe some faux cacti and that kind of thing. So you don't necessarily have to use it just for live florals or live blooms at all. These little bowls, I'm selling the two as a pair for $8.50. And they're just a super cute design, little banding of yellow with white dots and the black and the red, and some of the tan colors. These are actually Fitz and Floyd little side dishes in the Rise and Shine pattern. So whether you use them as nut bowls or condiment bowls, little candy dishes, little dip bowls, right? So for salsa, guacamole, they're just such a super cute design. And I use bowls this size all the time. I mean, it's quite honestly for me, this is a perfect size for ice cream because if I use a bigger bowl, I fill it. I fill it and then I eat it all. So I feel it's like nicer to give me a cute little bowl with a little bit of ice cream because I will eat all of that. But so I don't have a big bowl that I feel like I have to eat it all. I wouldn't even stop to think about it. I would just eat it all. I was talking on the weekend about those little Haagen-Dazs containers and they're like single serve. So it's bad. I would rather eat dessert than the dinner. I don't care what you're making me for dinner. I would rather have a nice dessert. Definitely if it's steak, definitely if it's prime rib. I want dessert. I don't want the meats. I don't want the sides. Okay, this glass water pitcher, it's got this lovely, almost like cornflower etching. I don't know that you guys can see it clearly. I'm not sure how well I've got a picture of it either, but it's just got a little bit of a light etched design on it for $12. It's got a floating handle. It's nice and solid. I really like the lip on it. Can you see? It's just kind of cool. It's a little bit almost crimped in, kind of like if they were able to take their fingers and push it in. Obviously on glass, you're not doing that because you would burn them, but it's a nice little design. Okay. I also have from Portugal. There's a lot of things. There's a number of things from Portugal tonight. Eh? Yeah, three things maybe. So this still has its original sticker saying it was handcrafted in Portugal on it. Destinos, I don't know. $9 for this lovely blue glazed bowl. It's got a nice raised patterning on it. So good as a mixing bowl, fruit bowl, anything like that. It's just a lovely little simple, beautiful design. Last up, I think. Oh, last up. No, it's not last up. Second last up. I would forget that off to the side. Is this big, beautiful platter. So $13. This is in the infinity pattern. I think I have some little tiny square dishes in this same pattern in the shop as well. I really love the blue crackle glaze and that bright aqua, almost turquoise, and then fading out almost into that duck egg blue going into the brown with a lot of that raised detailing around the edge. It's just a really pretty piece, and I think a nice little serving piece. And then the last thing, which, you know, because I have weird stuff every so often, for $15 is this big paddle. So it's a decor paddle from Vested Interest. It still has the original tag on it. It's like nice and lightweight, so it hangs easily. So someone with a cottage or summer home or doing a nautical or boat themed room, this would just be super cute. So whether hanging this way or sideways, just a lovely little fun decor piece with the cording and the ties. Okay, I'm just looking around, doing a second glance and seeing. Oh, I will say this. When I was on my vacation, I ran into a gentleman who I was talking about some of my cool finds. And I did share with him about this powder flask. And he's actually a gun collector. And he said it's from the late 1800s. And most likely, and I think he said it's from a Colt handgun. So forget everything I said about musket balls and stuff. But late 1800s, very cool. So again, if you know somebody who's a gun aficionado, this is such a cool little talking piece. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in, whether live with me now or watching it in replay. You know I appreciate you. I appreciate it if you share this out, whether on YouTube or Facebook as well. Help me grow both those channels a little bit. Helps me out a lot. And again, if there's anything that you saw tonight that you want to check out, they're under a special tab on the website saying new this week. So everything's listed there at queenbeecreationshome.com. And otherwise, catch the Friday video and I'll see you here next week. Don't forget the IOD sale, but I'll be reminding you on the Facebook group, and certainly I'll remind you here again. Thanks again. Have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Take care.